Alright guys, it's Holly and we're back with part number 5 of my Nintendo DS collection. I have 10 more games for you today, and all of these are pretty much, there's like 2 or 3 that are paired up here, but most of these are individual games. Now, the first one here that you see is a UK imported game. This was sent to me by a friend of mine, 28SD Ryan, and we actually play this online, and this is one of the more awesome games for the Nintendo 3DS that is an overlooked gem. It's New International Track and Field by Konami. And yes, it doesn't really sound that exciting, but what Konami did for the anniversary of Track and Field is it actually remade this game. It's very hard to find. It had a very limited print run. And this outside cover Steve actually made for me because he wasn't able to find a copy with the outside cover. But I do have the game, and I have the original instruction manuals, and I even have the original poster. Now, some of the really cool Easter eggs that are available in this game is you can play all the track and field events with either Pyramid Head, Solid Snake, and other Konami characters. You can also customize your character a little bit, not as much as you'd think. You can pick from selected characters. But the really, really fun part of it is it's just a track and field game where you can compete online with your friends. And the online on this actually works really, really well. I'd like to see a game like Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games work as well as this one does, because this one actually does really well. You can do a full series of events and compete for medals and things like that. Really awesome game, very much recommended if you can find a copy. And if you do have a copy and you ever want to play online, I'm totally up for playing online. Alright, and the next game we have here is Intellivision Lives. And one of the reasons I chose this game on the Nintendo DS platform, and it is out on many of the platforms, you get it on PS2 and things like that, is because for those of you that don't know, the Intellivision actually had a pad controller where you could put inlays on it to play the games. And the nice thing about the DS touchscreen is you can imitate the inlays for the games. And this here you can see one of my favorite games on here, which is Shark Shark. Really awesome compilation. You can play 2-player single card download play locally, which works well, but they're Intellivision games, so really they're not the beefiest of games. There is over 60 games on here, some of which only work in 2-player mode, unfortunately, but there's only a handful. But if you've never played Intellivision games and you really want a replicated, authentic experience for the $30 I paid for this brand new, I've got 60 games. I don't have to go out and buy an Intellivision. And I can play some of the games that Mike Sinister Moon on the OKS podcast talks about all the time that he loves. So it was really nice to have a chance to play games like Shark Shark and Snafu and things like that, and Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, which is named something else on this for some reason. But really good game. It also, a little known fact about it, has one of the lowest print runs of any DS game printed, which is the minimum order Nintendo will take of 10,000. So it's actually pretty hard to come by too. I had to get this from the US. It wasn't something that was printed here locally in Canada. As you can see, there's no French writing on it. The next game I have is also a compilation, and it's actually a really good compilation, and that is Sonic's Classic Collection. And this has Sonic 1, 2, and 3, and Sonic and Knuckles. And it has the ability to actually play Sonic and Knuckles with 1, 2, and 3, which is awesome. I really like this on the go. Really good game. 2 important things you should know about it. It does have some minor frame rate issues. Other than that, they play really well. And the second thing is, for some reason, this is region locked. I've never really been able to figure out why, but Jurassic actually let me know about this. So this isn't one of those games you can just import. I'm not sure if it's because it's DSi enhanced. I don't know of any DSi features on it, but I know that it is in fact one of the DS games that is region locked. There are actually very few of those. The next game I'm going to talk about is also a reprint of a classic collection game, and that is Kirby Superstar Ultra. And Kirby's Canvas Curse is my favorite Kirby game on the DS. This is my second favorite Kirby game. I actually own 3, and I'll show you the next one next. I really love this game. I love Wing Kirby. It's my favorite ability. And you can play through the missions on here, and there's different achievements and stuff. And I'm pretty sure that this is going to be included in the Kirby's Ultimate Collection that's coming out this year on the Wii. But for the DS, it does a really, really good job. When this came out, I didn't get it day one, and I whined and complained until I got it because I really wanted it. It has this beautiful foil cover. It's just a really, really, really awesome game. And then the other Kirby game I own that's part of my summer backlog, and I haven't played anything other than the demo of this, which is Kirby Mass Attack. I am excited to play more of this. I haven't played much of it just because I've been playing other stuff on the 3DS, but I do own it, and I do plan to complete it as part of my summer backlog. And the next game I have is my favorite Tetris game of all time, and that is Tetris DS. This game is actually Mario enhanced to the nines. It has classic 8-bit music remixed. The puzzle modes on this are great. One of the new modes, Push Mode, I really enjoy. There's a Touch Mode, which is pretty good, and the classic Tetris mode, as well as you can play almost like a mission-based Tetris, which is really cool. You can play 2 to 10 players online. I really love this game, and when Tetris Access came out, because I love this one so much, and this came out in 2006, I expected that something that came out in 2012 to be a lot better than it was, but it wasn't. And so Tetris DS is my standby game. Really, really, really great Tetris game. My favorite of all time by far. Next game is a series on its own, and that's Elite Beat Agents. You can play this game for like under $2, sometimes under $5 for sure. Really, really good experience. If you like rhythm touch games, it's a lot of fun. It's really campy. It has almost like cel-shaded graphics there, and it's just a lot of fun. Now, some people have played the Japanese version of Windon and said that it's much better, but I mean, I really love this game. I thought it was awesome, so I have that in my collection. Now we're going to talk about some RPGs that I have just as standalones that aren't really a part of any other series that I have for the DS. The first one is a wonderful Ignition game, which is Blue Dragon Plus, and this is a strategy RPG. It's basically, I don't know if it's the direct sequel from the Xbox, but it is a sequel, so I guess it must be from the Xbox, and it plays really, really well. I was really impressed with how well Ignition developed this game. Like, some of the artwork is amazing. I just can't see it there, but really, really good game. There's a lot of gameplay in it. It's not too long, it's not too short. It's just about right for the RPG, and being able to evolve the shadows is just awesome. And another one of my favorites here is Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon. I have been waiting and waiting and waiting for them to announce the sequel to this, Sacred Stones, for the 3DS. They're going to release another version for the 3DS, but I have Sacred Stones on my ambassador program, so I'm happy with that. But if you've never played Fire Emblem, this is an awesome game to start with. And it also is a real-time strategy RPG. It's tactical in nature, but really, really well done. And each of the units is individual in this. And then the last game we have here, I haven't spent any time with, but I picked up because I knew it was going to be in short supply, and that's Solo to Robo Red the Hunter. This one is actually DSi enabled, so it is also region locked, which you can see here. Also surprised that these games were actually region locked. Didn't know that until a friend of mine picked it up. But I heard it's short. I know a little bit about the gameplay. Heard it's beautiful. I can't wait to play it. I want to pick a time though where I can dedicate just time to it. I know it's not too long, and of course Xseed released it in this awesome CD case. Alright guys, so that's part 5 of my DS collection, and part 6 is next. Thanks for watching.